A wild, uninhabited coastline with majestic forests, cliffs, caves, headlands and rocky formations. It is exactly what I was craving. Throughout 2020, I felt I was being challenged to think in a different way, about myself, what was important to me and how I wanted to show up. I am this person that is incredibly goal and purpose oriented, and I'd be lying if I didn't say it took recalibration to submit to what was in front of me and to be okay not moving forward in the way that I normally do. Coming out of 120 days of lockdown, where I couldn't go beyond a 5-kilometre radius of my home for over an hour a day, I set my sights on the Cape to Cape really quickly. In my mind, it was 123 kilometres of magic. It wasn't about a race. I was definitely undertrained given the year that we had. I just wanted to be, and the goal was about journeying between 2 lighthouses of Cape Leeuwin and Cape Naturaliste. Driving to the start of the run, it felt like this return to something familiar. But at the same time, I actually hadn't run that type of distance since having my son nearly 3 years ago. I decided I wanted to do it alone, which in the running world means to do it unsupported. And it was a new experience to me. I wanted this opportunity of being self-reliant and under my own steam. It meant not accepting help, carrying my own food, filling up my water along the way, and for 24 hours, I was going to make all the decisions. I just want to stop. I was really lucky with the sand. When I did that recce of that section, it was so much softer. That and a little tailwind. Very lucky. Although, when the tailwind stops, it feels like you have to work so much harder. I made a mistake right off the start. Just like for a couple of 100 metres at the beginning. It wasn't like a wrong mistake, but was on the rocks as opposed to the path. Okay. All right. See you later, guys.
Yeah.
Bye. There are many components to a self-supported run like this. You have to be able to navigate yourself along the route. You need to be able to take the right amount of water and nutrition, and most importantly, you have to manage yourself in an environment which can be incredibly challenging. At the beginning, you can balance those needs really well, and then the further into the run, the more challenging that it really becomes. Controlling the chaos can be a part of an ultramarathon. But what I didn't expect to be a challenge was leaving my head torch back at the accommodation.
I don't have time to stop anymore. I definitely don't have it.
Properly packing my pack is an element of this run which was entirely in my control, and the feelings that I had of frustration and disappointment in myself were immense, but also it was really hard to just let them go and release. By this point I had already run 90 kilometers and I was fatiguing, and that one mistake spiraled through my mind. It consumed my thoughts, and the more that I focused on it, the less I could problem solve. I have trained myself through years to move forward, but I was doing that now with fear of the darkness and the possible end to my run. And that focus started this chain reaction of multiple human error. No head torch turned to a bad navigation decision, which led me to miss a critical water stop. I had amplified that mistake in my mind, and surely enough, my body started to feel the consequences of all that negative energy. And I found myself going into the darkness, both physically and mentally, in a bad place. And in that space, it is really hard for someone to move forward.
Yeah, anyway.
I'm so sick. I haven't had anything to drink and then I vomited heat. I filled up my water bottle at a very precarious spot, took a sip and then vomited. Not think about it, but it's very hard to not think about it when you could feel you're getting so dry. And then when I vomited, there was just nothing left. It was like a really good one, like a lot out.
A byproduct of going beyond your comfort zone is that you are likely to have experienced dark places before. You know, I have felt that pit in the stomach, inside the run, but also beyond it. And that experience actually really counts. It can teach us that what really matters is how we show up when things don't go to plan. Now, I didn't like my options, but at least I had some. I decided to use the torch on my iPhone and manage my pace so that I wouldn't make any more navigation errors and preserve my already jeopardized body by lacking water for so long. It became this exercise in going back to basics. It didn't look pretty, and to be honest, I had to muster a lot of energy and strength to take every single step.
Okay, this on the map says lighthouse. There. Just finish this technology piece and then Mark, can you just get a photo of this in case it dies? It doesn't save. You ready? Okay, do I
You happy in the right spot?
end?
You happy in the right spot?
How was it? Well, you don't really want to know. We'll say good.
Good.
Save, baby. Save. 138k. Some bonus mileage. Oh, guys, thank you so much. You really were amazing. The best unsupported crew ever. Do you know what? I thought I wanted to do this on my own, to be by myself. Okay, I think I like people. It's I am so, I'm like a spent camel. It's so nice to have someone touch me.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, that was hard. That last 30k, which went for like 10 hours. Oh, and you know what? All because of, I mean, all my fault. Like, that was hard because
Did a lot of extra Ks.
Yeah, did a little extra Ks. I didn't bring my torch. Like, I missed a water spot, but I got it done. You can feel pretty shitty and still keep moving. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna move for some time yet though. Oh, Chihuahua.
But I am so grateful that I have that inside me. And I'm so grateful that I don't have to do life unsupported. And that is why I run.